Hey guys, this is going to be my first impressions video on the Montbell Mirage Parka. Okay guys, just before I noticed this is after I recorded everything, I just wanted to state that this video is really long. I usually make always long videos, but the only reason why is because I just want to explain all the features on the jacket, and not just like out there gear. It's like, oh, look at this cool jacket, it's big, puffy, it's warm. We're not going to show you anything else on it. That's cool, that helps me a lot. But that's the reason I made this video so long. I do ramble a lot, but I tell you, compare it to my old jacket, give my experiences and everything and what I can. After I get some real trail use with this jacket, then I'll make a hopefully shorter review and tell you how long it is and such, or how warm it is, not long, how warm it is and such like that. Remember, questions down below and enjoy the video. Okay, originally I got this jacket because, well, not originally, but I got the jacket because my previous Columbia jacket, I'll actually just get that here real quick so you can see it, is not warm enough for cold weather. Like, it's the Columbia Omni Heat. The Omni Heat is coating or dots are kind of worn off. You can kind of see it. But it's synthetic fill, and it's quite heavy. This is a 25.6 ounce jacket, I do believe, and it has a lot of heft to it. And I think they don't give really temperature ratings on these things, and I feel this probably comfortably only goes down to about freezing. If I was wearing long underwear, long pants, shoes, and a base layer, this could go down to like 20 probably. But otherwise, like a t-shirt and like a regular long pants and stuff, probably down to freezing comfortably, just standing around. When I say comfortably, I mean just like sitting, not moving. Like this thing will be good down to like 0 degrees for sure if you're moving. But otherwise, it's quite cold when you're just sitting around. And that piqued my interest in a higher filled down jacket. One, because of how light it is, and two, how much warmer it should be. I read reviews, people said down to 0 degrees in this, which is probably as cold as I really want to go outside, who knows. And it's definitely as cold as I haven't ever seen it get that cold here in Boone, North Carolina. Got down to, negative 20 wind chill, but that's not the same as 20 degrees. Negative 20 degrees. And this probably can actually go that low. It's got down to like 4 degrees once or something, but that's very rare around here. But yeah, I got this for $247 off Montbell's clearance site. It was their terracotta color, which actually I liked better. I was gonna get Go Light's Bitterroot, but I couldn't really. I don't know. It was a little bit heavier, and it was $50 cheaper. Yeah, $50 cheaper, but I couldn't really, justify the couple ounce. It's supposed to be about the same weight, but this one had 900 fill down versus the 850. And the Go Light did have the water resistant dry tech down, whatever you call it. But I don't plan to get this wet if I don't have to, and that's, I don't know. But yeah, and also I like the color choice of the terracotta much better than the Go Light colors. So that's why I got this. It's like $50 more, and it's not only a tiniest bit lighter, but it's also a better color for when I like black accent on the bottom, and then the terracotta kind of reddish. Yeah. Only reason I'm really making this video is because there's no other videos on it. Mine is Outdoor Gear Labs, and it doesn't really say anything about it. And now I just started heating up in it. First overview features. I like the material. I'm still kind of iffy on. I have my X-Lite for several months now. I've used it a few times, and no durability problems, and nobody I've read had durability problems with the 7 denier fabric. The Mirage uses that same fabric, and I'm too afraid not to put a rain jacket over it, at least for a while, especially with a fire. Definitely with a fire. But we'll see. Hopefully after this winter I'll be able to use it a few times and see how well it does. I'm already starting to burn up in it. It's indoors. Cool features. I like the hidden pockets are really actually cool. At first I'm like, thought that they said they had pockets in this, and because they're so well hidden, you can't even tell there's a pocket right, and zipper right here. Without the zipper being here. If you took this off, I couldn't tell this is a pocket right there. You unzip it, and then you have a pocket, which conveniently has this bottom hem in it, so you can pull it right there and cinch up, just by one hand, cinch up the bottom hem on the jacket, so you can keep out drafts from coming up from under. That's probably out of focus, I just realized that, but I guess you still get the gist of it. So I do like these side pockets a lot. Hand-worn pockets are so very necessary, I feel, at when you're below freezing. It's just such a comfort item for me, and that's why I got the X-Lite and this. I was planning to get this since the X-Lite or some jacket of its type, from getting the X-Lite, and the X-Lite doesn't have any pockets in it, unlike the UL down jacket, which I wanted X-Lite. It saves even more weight. It would have been more expensive, but I mean, it's gonna last me for years upon years. So it's not like it's something that, like an electronic I buy and it outdates 2 years later. That jacket will last me probably 10 years before I'd update, unless some major synthetic insulation comes out that just like beats down in every way. Otherwise, I don't see that happening anytime soon. Another cool feature are these cuffs. Normally cuffs, because I think on my Columbia they're really thick, and when you have Velcro cuffs, they kind of bunch up right here, and it gets really annoying. This, I can't really even tell it's bunched up, and that's great. I think it's because just a thin shell material, and it's so thin, that's why it does that. And it also kind of has a thick elastic band right here, so it's kind of a hybrid elastic slash Velcro. So when I cinch it shut and stick my arm through there, it's really not uncomfortable. Versus my Columbia, it was very uncomfortable because it had a big bulge like going against my wrists before, and so that's pretty good. Otherwise, I really don't. And that will probably keep me considerably warmer, because Columbia was the ones was really hard to adjust, and this one seems pretty easy, and it gets cinched. Because I think I lost a ton of heat. I would move my arms like this, and all of a sudden you feel a puff of hot air just blast out of the sleeve, and it's like, well, just lost a ton of efficiency. But I think that will keep me warmer. Not only the fact that this jacket's just warmer in general, having 5.6 ounces of down for the size medium. This is a size small, and I do believe it is 12.5 ounces. Let me go check real quick right here. And we are looking at this jacket, actually 11.5 ounces. This is size small, of course. The size medium, I think it's 12.5, something like that. But this jacket is 11.5 ounces. Like, a winter jacket weighs less than half the weight of my Columbia, and it's warmer. So that's one of the main reasons I got this jacket. I was tired of being cold. I went up to a trip to the Graceland Highlands in Virginia from Boone here last April, Easter break. Me and my friends went out there, and it wasn't really a forecast because I looked at the wrong forecast, not Mount Rogers. I looked at that lower part of Graceland Highlands. It's like, oh, 30, 40, like 30 at the lowest, probably around 40 degrees, up to 30 is 40. It's like, oh, not too bad, and that jacket should be fine. And then we ended up camping at the Thomas Knopf shelter, I think it's what it's called, near Mount Rogers, and we're staying at the shelter, not camping there, and it ended up getting down to like 17 degrees that night, and I was freezing cold. Not overnight because my 10-degree light equipment quilt, but my jacket. I woke up in the morning, had long underwear on, long pants. My shoes were frozen solid, so My feet were fine though, surprisingly. I wear, don't even, we can't see my, yeah. I'm barefooted in the wintertime, not that matters that I show you, but my feet are fine. But I had a down hood, or the Z-Packs down hood made by Goose Gear, and I was totally, I was freezing. I was like jumping up, doing jumping jacks. I could not warm up because it was just so cold. And it's also the wind chill, I think, probably made it like 0-degree wind chills. And that jacket just, I'm not fun. So this jacket, I hope I can just like walk out, get out of my tent, put this jacket on, a pillow of warmth, and not be cold. But see, press is a zipper. I like the zipper. I kind of like that as a little bit more heavy-duty zipper. Every time I've zipped any of the zippers, surprisingly, especially the pocket zipper, I haven't cut on the fabric once. I don't know how they managed that, or I wish old zippers are like that, and I haven't caught once. Even though you can't even tell there's a pocket here, the fabric's so close to the zipper. So that's the cool feature, I find. Pockets are actually pretty big, so I think, let's see if I have, what I'll probably do is carry this beanie over here, the Black Rock Gear down hat. Just the bag won't open, of course. Carry this down hat inside of it. So when I'm hiking is what I will use versus I would use the hood. I'll get to that soon. Yep, and that fits. Doesn't even have to try. I almost can't even tell it's in there. If anything, it adds probably a speck of extra insulation because it's actually down in the way. But yeah, that hat worked well when I used it down about 50 degrees. I was nice and toasty warm. But yeah, let's see the zipper. Not caught once. Let's see if I can focus in on my head. Okay, now I'm focused up here. This is, I like this system. I don't know however they did it, but these two things, line locks, you can pull, cinch up everything, and this hood has like a little rim right here, so it makes it kind of stiff, which is kind of good and kind of not at the same time, because it's not actually connected to the line lock, so you can't just like pull it down like this. But the down does put up against your face, and that seems to work pretty well. Like it hasn't been cold enough yet to actually test out this jacket. And I think next week it's supposed to get below freezing in the morning time, but I don't know if I'll actually want to wake up, go outside. That means that realistically I would have to test it with long pants on and shoes, and I always wear shorts even during the winter time, so I might not have the time to test it until I actually get out on the weekend, and it's actually like 20 degrees in the morning time. But otherwise I'm like burning up right now inside the room, which is obviously understandable. But let's see the jacket. This hood is very warm, and it's one thing, the fact that it has a hood as well. This jacket doesn't even have that, so then you have to add in like the beanie weight to this jacket, which is another, like, the beanie I had was a Columbia beanie, Omni Heat beanie, and it's like another 1.6 ounces or something. It's like it's way more than double. I could carry the X-Lite with this jacket and be less weight than this. And it's, I think, like 16.5 ounces or something like that, the X-Lite and this, and I would be so much warmer than this. It's not even funny. Like, it just blows my mind how much warmer this is per the weight of that Columbia. And this one won't wear down. I feel like the synthetic insulation has worn down quite a bit in that. Otherwise, so far, happy with the jacket. Haven't actually got to use it. And the field, I was going to go out this weekend. It's peak leaf season. But I'm not sure that's gonna happen, or I might go out hiking later, but not actually like sleep every night. I still haven't got to convince myself to do solo backpacking yet, and all my friends backed out on me. Every single one of them, all four, backed out on me trying to backpack. So we're working out through Grace and Highlands. I was gonna try this with my X-Lite as backup, or this as backup with my 40-degree quilt, and it's supposed to go down to like 33 degrees or something tonight, and that would have been like an excellent test of this jacket and my X-Lite, because I don't know how cold I can get with my X-Lite. So yeah, if you have any questions, comment down below. Of course, this video is long. Well, I've added by now. I didn't realize it's going to be this long, and how long it's going to be, and blah blah blah. But yeah, if you have any questions, I'll see if I can answer those. I already said the weight was 11.5 ounces, which is incredibly light. I think they said 13.5 or something for the medium. I'm not entirely sure, but the fact is, 11.5 ounces. It weighs like nothing. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot. These internal pockets will be nice, and the stuff stack. I guess I'll add that real quick here, since the video is already so long. The inside has a little hook here, so you can hang it up, which I need to do instead of put it inside my sleeping bag, storage container thing. But two internal pockets, that'll be nice for my Sawyer squeeze. I'll put it inside of a bag and stick it in there, and I'll keep it nice and warm and keep it from freezing. And let's see. Oh yeah, it's gonna stuff it. I kind of wish I could like get Montbell to send me like a test sample of their this material without having to use the stuff sack, so I could do abrasion test and like rip test, and like I could pull on it as hard as I want without caring if it rips. I want to see if this jacket is strong enough to wear alone. I don't really trust it. Like if it catches, I feel like if it catches on one metal object around, like if I were to wear this around campus, then it would totally screw it up, and then of course the down jacket would just ruin everything. You can see right here, like I don't know how big this is in liters, like 2 liters, maybe a little bit less than 2 liters, 1.5 to 2 liters or so. And the thing is, you can, if you want to stuff it in your backpack, you can compress it easily down to 1 liter in size. Like, it's compacts so much smaller. Okay, so this one compacts down to like a grapefruit size. Okay. This jacket. Let's see. Like soccer ball size. So it's about 2.5, 3 times more bigger, and not only does that just not work as well, the jacket's nowhere near as warm. It doesn't even have a hood on it, and it's heavier. Like there's not one disadvantage of this jacket minus the material is more fragile. But the thing is, this material is not very much less fragile because I've got holes into it because of fire, and hasn't got any holes ripped into it, but mainly, well actually no, one hole did get ripped into it, but that's because of a metal thing. It's a door or something, not from a twig or anything. But yeah, I think that's all I gotta say. That was the 11.5 ounces which was in this stuff stack, and let me confirm that in case I weighed it wrong when my scale was off. Because realistically, if you're still watching, you probably care to know. Yep, dead on 11.5 ounces. Grams. No, oops. Press 0 out instead of grams. It weighs 327 grams for a size small in the stuff sack, and I couldn't ask for anything better. That blows my mind that it's probably the lightest jacket, minus getting the 1,000 fill version of it that you can buy, and that's not worth like I think it was like $300 more to save like an ounce. No. Yeah, if you have any questions, I hope this video helped anyone looking for at this jacket, and I'll be seeing you in the next video, or hopefully on the trail sometime.